Imagine stepping into a 7,200 square foot residence in Bel Air, Los Angeles, at 3:17 a.m. The entry foyer glows with indirect amber light from recessed channels in Calacatta viola marble walls. No footsteps echo, no voices carry. Yet the house breathes. Coffee appears at 5:42 a.m. exactly 184 degrees Fahrenheit. The Japanese hinoki cypress soaking tub fills to 104 degrees Fahrenheit without instruction. Fresh orchids replace themselves every 72 hours. You never see who makes it happen. The staff moves through hidden passages, behind pocket doors disguised as bookshelves, their presence erased so completely that the owner can pretend solitude is absolute. This is not neglect. This is engineered absence. The ultimate luxury in 2026 isn't owning the house. It's never having to acknowledge the machinery that keeps it perfect. In 2026, a quiet shift has solidified among family office principals and founders who exited at nine-figure valuations. Visibility itself has become the costliest burden. The common belief holds that wealth buys spotlight, private jets on tarmacs, names on donor walls, tables at impossible reservations. Yet those who crossed into sustained 9- or 10-figure liquidity discovered the inverse. Every visible layer invites friction. Paparazzi algorithms, solicitation networks, even casual recognition in lobbies erode control. The response emerged methodically. By late 2025, architects specializing in UHNW residences reported a 40% increase in requests for ghost corridors, service passages completely separated from principal spaces, often ventilated independently to prevent scent crossover. Estate managers now coordinate teams of 12 to 18 specialists who operate on zero visibility protocols. The phenomenon crystallized. Privacy no longer means gates and guards. It means becoming functionally invisible within your own life. This video explores the architecture of disappearance, the deliberate erasure of human presence that defines elite domestic life in 2026, and what it reveals about the psychology of having solved for everything except interruption. Picture Geneva's Cologne district at dawn in February. Lake Geneva lies flat, mercury at 1 degree Celsius, mist rising in slow columns. The residence sits on a 4,800 square meter plot, Bauhaus lines in black granite and smoked oak. From the principal wing, the view sweeps 180 degrees across the water toward Mont Blanc. But walk the perimeter and notice the anomaly. No windows face the service courtyard. Staff arrive via a separate gated access road 180 meters downslope, park underground, enter through a tunnel lined in acoustic paneling that drops sound transmission to 18 decibels. By 6 a.m., the house is pristine. Biedermeier chairs repositioned 3 millimeters for symmetry, cashmere throws folded to military precision. Yet the owner wakes alone. The paradox sharpens here. Unlimited resources purchase isolation, but isolation demands constant human labor to sustain. The more perfect the solitude, the larger the unseen army required. Move to Singapore's Ardmore Park, 38th floor, a 6,200 square foot unit facing the Botanic Gardens. The owner, a semiconductor founder who sold in 2023, specified zero visible technology. No wall panels, no outlets, no device docks. All AV, lighting, climate routed through 14 kilometers of concealed conduit. Service staff, 3 full-time, 2 rotating. Access via a dedicated lift that opens only onto a 180 square foot utility core behind the kitchen. They wear sound-dampening footwear with neoprene soles, communicate exclusively via encrypted in-ear systems on 5.8 GHz channels. Meals appear on the dining table at preset intervals, plates removed within 7 minutes of finishing. The owner reports never having met the weekday housekeeper in 3 years. She exists as proof of concept, flawless execution without relational overhead. This is money as invisible architecture. Evergreen trusts generate returns requiring no decisions. Automation handles 92% of maintenance. What remains is human touch, precise, silent, deniable. Consider Aspen, Red Mountain, a 9,400 square foot compound completed in 2025. Exterior clad in reclaimed Idaho barnwood, interior in hand-troweled plaster pigmented with raw umber. The principal suite occupies the top level, accessed by private elevator. Below, a sub-level service mezzanine houses rotating staff quarters, modular pods with independent HVAC to prevent scent migration. The estate manager schedules ghost shifts, overnight teams that depart before sunrise, leaving only thermal traces that dissipate within 40 minutes. The owner skis daily at 7:15 a.m. on groomed private runs, returns to a house that appears untouched by human hands. Breakfast, poached eggs at 63 degrees Celsius for 45 minutes, sourdough toasted to 1.8 on the Maillard scale, waits under clutches. No note, no greeting. The psychological effect compounds: abundance without obligation, freedom from small talk, gratitude performance, even eye contact. Yet the cost reveals itself in absence. Relationships become transactional by design. Trust extends only to discretion contracts. In Gstaad, Sannenmöser, a chalet rebuilt in 2024, uses cross-laminated timber panels milled to 0.8 mm tolerance. The Great Room features a 7-meter-long monolithic stone fireplace, but the real engineering hides behind it. A 1.2-meter deep service corridor running the full length of the house. Staff move parallel to principal spaces, separated by acoustic glazing rated STC 52. Meals transfer through pass-through cabinets with silent magnetic closures. The owner, a private equity veteran, maintains a 90-minute daily routine unchanged since 2018. 4:30 a.m. cold plunge at 3 degrees Celsius, 45 minutes breathwork in the meditation room with zero external light, breakfast at 6:12 a.m. Structure intensifies precisely because resources remove external pressure. Discipline replaces necessity. The invisible staff enables this rigidity without compromise. The deeper shift surfaces in psychology. After liquidity events, usually 18 to 36 months in, the external markers lose charge. The question mutates from acquisition to subtraction. What can be removed without collapse? Visibility ranks highest on the subtraction list. Public exposure carries cognitive load, anticipating recognition, modulating behavior, filtering intent. Erasing human presence from daily life eliminates that tax, yet the gain arrives laced with cost. Solitude chosen deliberately differs from solitude imposed. The house becomes a mirror, perfect, silent, unresponsive. Moments arrive, usually late evenings, fire at 380 degrees Celsius, casting long shadows across walnut floors. When infinite choice reveals its weight, no friction means no texture. No texture means muted affect. Identity, once anchored in struggle or ambition, drifts toward pure curation. The luxury of disappearance solves for peace, but peace without contrast can feel like absence. Return to that Bel Air residence at twilight. The owner stands at the floor-to-ceiling glass, city lights refracting through low iron panels. Behind them, unseen, the machinery resets. Linens changed to 300 thread count per cal. Temperature zoned to 20.8 degrees Celsius in the bedroom core. Orchids swapped for phalaenopsis in alabaster pots. They never see the hands. They never need to. The house remains immaculate. The life remains undisturbed. In 2026, this is clarity distilled. The ultimate luxury isn't having everything done for you. It's never knowing who did it or needing to care.